Oh, hey there. I bet you're wondering, Zach, why are you skipping through the showroom with this box? I got a package here from our friends at TRYX, and I'm gonna unbox it and see what's inside. Let's go, skip with me, come on. I don't know how to skip. Well, what did TRYX send you? To answer that question, we need to go back a few months all the way to Computex 2024. Computex is one of the biggest PC tech conventions in the world, and it's held in Taiwan. And one of the products that was going viral from this convention was this crazy looking panoramic AIO. This thing was completely different from any of the other AIOs at Computex, and unlike any current LCD AIOs. After seeing this blow up on social media, we immediately reached out to TRYX about getting our hands on this AIO. We get a lot of customers who want aesthetic builds, and this cooler would be the perfect addition to something like the Y70 Touch or some of our water-cooled 011 builds. Snap back to present day. Here we are with the new TRYX cooler. This is the Panorama 360. Packaging looks fantastic, by the way. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm unboxing a Founders Edition graphics card, but I'm not. Nowhere near as expensive as a Founders Edition card. So we've got the 360 millimeter AIO with this 2K 60 hertz LCD screen. It's a panoramic screen as well, which is kind of badass. We like that. Looks like we have some potentially, these look like RGB fans in here. Very nice in terms of build quality. This feels great. Also, they have these Rota Pro fans that they offer as well that they sent us that we'll use in the build. This will be perfect because this is actually going in a height Y70 Touch build. Got some like little accessories in here, your little user manual, all that good stuff, controller type thing, beautiful. And then all your screws and all your gizmos and gadgets. Can't wait to get this thing plugged in, turn it on. Let's get this thing going and roll the build montage with the new TRYX Panorama 360 millimeter AIO. All right, this is the first time seeing the completed build with the TRYX Panorama 360. Let's check it out. Oh my goodness, and you know I love the Height Y70 Touch 4K screen, but my goodness, this cooler looks fantastic, and it even has this animation on it where the ship looks like it's coming out of the screen. Oh my gosh, is that a Defiant class destroyer from Star Trek The Next Generation? Oh my God, so freaking cool. Look at this, TRYX did a great job with this cooler. Now, what I really like about this is you can customize a lot of this too within the software. You can customize all the animations. They've got a bunch of presets on there too, so you can really make it your own, even upload your own GIFs. Want to take a look at the fans too? TRYX sent us these ARGB fans that come with the cooler. So we put those on the radiator. I wish they would have sent us some more that we could use throughout the rest of the build, but this did give us a good opportunity to show off the TRYX Stealth Performance fans. These are non-RGB. You'll see them on the back and the side here, and quiet too. Oh my gosh, I can't hear a single thing going on in this PC. It looks great. It performs well. That's it. Price is a little bit pricey, and in terms of performance, well, let's talk about that. All right, now that the build is done and we've put this system through our quality check process, let's get into my thoughts. First off, I want to go over performance and temps real quick. As you saw in the build montage, we decided to go with an Intel i9-14900K for this build. My biggest concern was that this AIO would look pretty and run like shit. Luckily, that's not the case. After running this under load and testing with Passmark, the max CPU temp we got was 90 degrees Celsius. Now this is pretty normal for the 14900K since it's a hotter CPU. And I'm not quite worried about our temperatures being perfect because this AIO is meant as more of an aesthetic piece. Now don't get me wrong, it still functions well as a cooler and keeps the CPU more than cool enough while idle and under load. TRYX is using an 8th Gen Asetek pump in here, which makes a lot of sense. We use a bunch of Asetek pumps for our own builds, and we find them to be very reliable. But the main purpose of this AIO is to look pretty, and it does that really well. If you really wanted to get the temps down a little bit, TRYX does offer a performance version of their Rotofans called the Roto Pros. But we wanted to use the ARGB fans that come with the Panorama for this Y70 build, because more RGB equals more frames, of course. When we were setting this up, the screen seemed a bit dim, but once we got into TRYX's software, Canali, it was all good. This screen really fits well in a Y70 Touch. Having a screen on the front of the case and on the AIO just makes sense. And the curved effect of the screen looks great, but there are a few things I wish were different. While the idea of this curved screen is awesome and the image looks good, this screen has a matte finish. It's not very glossy at all. And you can see the difference between the panorama screen and the Height Y70 touchscreen. The Height screen on the front of the case has a much clearer finish to the glass. Normally, I'd just shrug something like this off because it wouldn't affect the quality for me. But because the Panorama has a matte finish, that means the screen is much more prone to glare from other light sources. So the RGB RAM that we used for this build creates a massive glare. I think this would be less of an issue if the screen had a clear finish. But for now, we've turned the RAM's RGB down to like 10% brightness and then max the panorama screen's brightness. It looks a lot better this way, but I'd still like to see the screen with a glossy finish. Almost every customer build here has RGB RAM, and in general, it seems to be a popular choice in the PC community. So I hope in future versions of the Panorama, the screen is just a little different to combat glare from RGB, whether it be the RAM or the RGB strips. Is this complaint a little nitpicky? Yeah. Yes, when it comes to PC components, you gotta be picky. Moving on from the pump itself, I wanted to talk a little bit about the software that TRYX made for this, called Canali. If you've built a PC with any sort of interactive screen, you've definitely had to deal with whatever software that company cooked up for it. Deepcool had their own for their coolers. Height has Nexus for their Y70 screens and the thick Q60 AIO, and TRYX has Canali. Luckily, this program is not painful to use. We had no issue changing images on the screen, and it was easy to understand. It gives you the options to do split screen, play video, or display diagnostics and temps. TRYX has a library of videos and images already, but after launch, they'll be supporting a community program where people can upload their own images and video for the screen. In short, the software's great. It makes it easy to use this thing, and you can put memes on it in the future. That's literally all we could ask for. Now, onto the price of this puppy. If you want the non-ARGB version of the Panorama 360, it's gonna be $339.99. And for the ARGB version, you're looking at $349.99. Is it expensive? Yeah, it's a pretty penny, but also, have you seen an AIO that looks like this? I don't think so. Also, side note, TRYX did everyone a solid and did not charge extra for the white version of this cooler like everyone else does in the PC industry. Everyone say thank you to TRYX. There are 240mm and 280mm variants coming, but we do not have the pricing on those quite yet. I imagine that those will be expensive as well, but I think I'm okay with that. The Panorama is one of the most unique looking AIOs on the market right now. Does its job as a cooler, looks great, and gives the owner the ability to customize. Like most things in the PC world, you're gonna pay more for crazy aesthetic prices, and that is exactly what this is. So the TRYX Panorama ARGB gets the thumbs up from me. My only wishes are: 1, change the screen finish from a matte finish to a glossy one, and 2, maybe knock a couple bucks off. Other than that, I think we have a solid cooler on our hands, and it's refreshing to see a unique design on the market. All right, if you like this video and want to see more reviews and videos featuring some more unique pieces of PC tech like this, let us know in the comments. And make sure to let us know what you think of the Panorama 360 ARGB. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's video on the 7900 GRE. You guys keep asking about this. It's coming next week. We'll see you soon.